Hey guys, this is John.
And Austin.
And this is another episode of the Meatgistics podcast brought to you by Walton's. This is our Christmas episode, basically.
Woohoo!
We are recording this a week in advance. I just had Emily Angelhart on the podcast. We recorded that on Tuesday while I was basically drugged out on Tylenol or Alka-Seltzer Extreme Cold and Flu.
All over the counter medicines.
All over the counter medicines. But I have to get in touch with her to apologize because, one, we had a problem. I did something wrong with what we used to record, and it dumped in the end or in the middle. And then towards the end, she and I were talking after the podcast, and it dumped again. We never started talking. So that was great, though. She's a very interesting woman. I if you haven't listened to that and you're just listening to this, I'd recommend you go back. She was a vegan in California who owned 5 vegan restaurants, worked her tail off for those restaurants. COVID hit. She lost everything and then moved to Texas and is no longer a vegan and is now a rancher. Farmer and rancher. She has cows, pigs, chickens, goats, a peach orchard, and all these things. It's awesome. But the coolest thing I thought, and it only came up for a little bit, they have like 40 beds at this place, right? So they will sell like almost an experience where somebody can come down and they'll help them slaughter the cow and break it down with her husband. But they do something for fathers and sons where it's like a coming of age ceremony. So the father and son will go down there. The son has to go out into the woods, spend 24 hours out there, build their own shelter. They have no food, just water and some electrolytes, and then come back in. And she talked about the first time they did it. She's like, I didn't really think I'd have much connection to that. She's like, I just thought it would be more of a guy thing. She's like, but I was looking out a window when I saw those boys walking in out of the woods at 7 a.m. in the morning after like having done this. She's like, I had a real reaction to it. I can imagine that. I think that's awesome.
That's so cool.
I think that's so cool. So yeah, so go back and check that out because it was a really good conversation. I have a feeling if she and I talked off Meatgistics, the conversation would go so wild, like so wild. We'd go nuts. But
if there was a deep end, you'd find a new deep end.
Oh, we would have gone down some rabbit holes. All right, so I've got right here something I made just the other day. These are south of the border cheddar wursts. And I made these in honor of our good friend John Belvedere, who called into the podcast, or called into the live stream and won. He was the number 5 caller, and it turned out he was having surgery in just a couple of days. So I've talked to him since. He's home, he's safe, he's good. But I figured he brought up these. His wife calls them SOBs, yeah, which is awesome. So south of the borders. And I made up a full 25-pound batch of them. So we're going to try some. Patrick, I'm cutting some extra here, and I put a plate out if you want any.
Oh, nice. Plate won't be needed, I'm sure.
Okay.
So for those not watching, like the first thing about these is just the look of them. I love the way they look because of the seasoning that's in it. You get anything that's kind of chili-ish or something, just you get a darker color. And to me, it looks so much better, so much more appetizing than just a plain brat, standard flavor brat, store-bought, homemade, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It just has a plain look. You get something that's like this, the smoked sausage with a darker color. To me, it's so much more tantalizing. Like you want to, my mouth waters more looking at it than anything else.
I 100% agree. Now, the number one thing from these is heat. They have a ton of heat. Now that is a fresh casing. It's 30 millimeter collagen fresh. I stuffed them on the live stream where everything went wrong. Didn't end up cooking anything. Came in the next day, realized like after that podcast, I'm like, I can't be here. I got to go home. So these sat for 36 hours before they got smoked. And then I just heated them up in the air fryer. But as far as flavor goes, a crazy amount of jalapeno heat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like on your tongue, on your lips. It actually seems to have cooled down a little bit. Patrick, do you agree that they were hotter the other day? Or have you not bitten into it yet?
No, I did.
Okay.
It's 1A, 1B for me. both super spice, not super, the very wrong word. Nice level of heat. I get more of a tongue heat. You said lips. I don't disagree with that. I guess it depends on where it hits. But Pat the other day said it was like the perfect, like when you go to a barbecue place and you expect jalapeno cheddar sausage, this is that. I used to go to Dickey's, very similar, even in appearance and flavor.
Yeah.
So yeah, very, very appealing visually, like you said, but then like I said, huge fan of cheese, huge fan of heat. You can't go wrong.
Can't beat that by much. Now, if I was to say that it's lacking something, it needs, like south of the border, I think of like a Tex-Mex. It needs like a cumin or something in there.
It looks like it has more, but yeah, not as strong as I'd expect.
Or maybe, because I mean, jalapeno flakes are, it's one of those things that they buy in bulk, and some batches are naturally just going to be hotter than other ones. Maybe normally you taste it, but these jalapenos have so much kick to them that not. I don't know. Either way, absolutely delicious sausage that we don't make anywhere near enough.
It's a good flavorful heat, in my opinion. Like it is spicy, but I think it feels more spicy because there is a lot of flavor in the spice, and it's not just raw heat. If that makes sense.
No, I'll agree with that. Also, I'm not getting the lip heat like I was when they were right out of the smoker. Like it was on my lips. My lips weren't numb, right? But there was some tingling going on from the heat. Today, I'm not getting that. So a little bit different, but they're here for us to snack on, Patrick. If you'd like some more, obviously,
sure,
feel free to come back. Okay, I've got a game for us, but before we do that, I have something else for you too, and I want Patrick to try it first, and then I'll let you clean up. Okay, because Patrick, no offense to this, there's no way you're getting these.
Okay.
How many of the U.S. grades of beef can you name?
Don't look at me. You looking at me?
Yeah. I want you to try first.
I thought you said I'm coming in for. I'm bad cleanup.
He's cleaning up.
Choice, select, prime. I don't know.
Yep.
How many more are there? One or two?
There's 5 more.
Jobs, dude.
You got the 3 main ones.
Okay.
Like those are the 3, right? Like everybody's familiar with. But there are 5 more. Can you get any of them?
I should, because I think it's been a couple years, but we've talked about this before. And when we did before, I was like, what? Because at the store, you see prime, choice, and select.
You don't even really see select that much. I mean, it's around.
Rare. Yeah. It's choice and prime.
Right.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think there's like a standard, and then past that,
it gets fourth.
I think
That's
it gets
good.
obscure, and I don't know.
They are.
I got nothing else.
They are obscure.
The order is what gets me, because those all sound.
You got them. Put them in order for me.
No.
Go on. Come on.
No. I don't know.
What's the best one?
Prime.
Correct. What's next?
Below that?
What's just below that?
Choice.
Correct.
Select.
Correct.
And then where's standard?
Standard.
Standard.
Yeah.
Is standard the next?
Yep. So you have them in order so far.
But there's no I wish it was alphabetical or something.
Okay, so you're saying mentally the difference between choice and select is so
sure, but
it's the same word.
Yeah.
Okay. I see. So grade A, grade B, grade C.
Yeah, let's do it like eggs.
That wouldn't be bad.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be bad. But we're not doing it that way.
So what else? What else are we missing?
Next one starts with a C.
Oh, I just pulled up the article.
Okay.
Was I not supposed to?
So then also we've got commercial,
wow,
utility, cutter, and the last is canner. So those are ones that are they're going into canned beef.
Super obscure.
Yep. So cutter is when it's a certain level of old, so not very tender, and low amounts of beef. Utility is older and middle amounts of fat. Commercial can be older but more fat. So obviously the youngest and the most marbling is going to be what's selected as prime. Then it's choice, select, and standard from there.
So I get maybe the commercial bit. I'm like, okay, I get this. Utility, cutter, canner. Makes no sense then. I don't get that. And then I'm looking at this graphic, and we may need to put this graphic, on the screen for people to see. If this is proportionally accurate.
Yeah.
I'm like, what in the world? Because 60% of this is commercial utility cutter and canner. So does that just mean that they're taking forget the small processors. I hate to say that, but forget the small processors.
Yep.
Look at the big guys, and when they're butchering beef, are they just taking whole cuts and getting everything they possibly can out of prime and choice, and then when a cow comes in and it's just bad on any level, the ribeyes don't look great, they just grind it into hamburger, and then they don't have to label it as really prime, choice, or select, and so it's just ground beef. And so that's all our ground beef is like utility and cutter grade.
Well, even a prime rib from something that you would say is utility probably has more utility or more to do with it than just grind it, right? You've got value add products like, remember that one time you bought us the very sliced thin ribeyes that were then dried or whatever it was? It was from a company, Raw or Nature or something.
Yeah.
They were delicious.
Yeah.
So it's probably into things like that. Then you have higher quality, like summer sausages, things like that. I would imagine that's where things like a ribeye or utility, or a ribeye or a strip, where they've determined it can't be sold at a grocery store or a butcher shop. I imagine those things would go into use for things like that.
Okay.
But we can try and put this up, Patrick. I'll just take a screenshot of this and put it in the same folder as I put the videos.
Okay.
So, all right, awesome. First, Patrick, great job.
Oh, yes.
Awesome, great job getting the standard. I mean, I knew you wouldn't get them all. I thought maybe you would get commercial as well. And for some reason, I kind of thought cutter might be one that you would remembered, but
I'm probably going to remember the canner over anything, because I'm like, to me, my brain goes to this quality of meat is so bad, and it's a small little sliver, that all we can do with it is shove it in a can and
Vienna sausages.
Save it for long-term storage just in case.
It's Vienna sausages. That's what that is. You and your Vienna sausages. Okay, I've got another game for you guys. Wait, nope. We're going to jump around here real quick.
Okay.
Technically, this is meat processing, Brett. Technically, it's related. Have you seen the trailer for the new Animal Farm movie?
No, I haven't.
I have no idea what we're talking about.
Okay. We can't play it, but I kind of feel like we should pause the podcast. You and I and he can watch it, and then we'll pick back up. Is that something we can do, Patrick?
Yeah, just do it right now.
Okay. Watch this. You're going to be incensed. All right, so what do you take away from that? Like, what do you think that movie's going to be about?
I don't know. Like, my concern is that it's like, and because they're talking about animals being equal, are they pushing animal human equality, and like they're getting away from the slaughterhouse, so like we're not supposed to slaughter animals? Like that, my mind is immediately like, is there a political leaning towards us not eating animals?
I don't know if that, so maybe that might be in it. But what I take away from that is the pigs were tricked by that obvious capitalist woman into betraying the rest of them, and then they're going to come back and like kick those people out, and it's going to be a pro-communism.
Oh wow, I didn't know.
Which is the exact opposite.
You guys
of
are
what
missing the
Animal
obvious
Farm.
thing. Like,
there's an allegorical novella, right? That's George Orwell.
Yeah, but
he came out and said this is anti.
It's crazy that the pigs can talk. You know.
Wait, anti-communist or pro-communist? I'm confused now.
Animal Farm is very anti-communist.
Animals can't talk, and in that they were talking like crazy.
Have you never read Animal Farm?
No.
No one cared.
No.
Yeah.
So
I've read. They made us read it in high school, but I didn't comprehend.
Did you actually read anything in high school?
What?
No,
I did not
I
read
read
books.
everything they gave me.
I never read a book in high school.
I was so focused on like you had to get like, we used one of those, if not that book, something similar for our IRP, our independent reading projects.
Okay.
There's nothing independent about it. You do it all as a class, but it's all more about formatting exactly what they want, which I think is like more of an APA structured essay.
Okay.
So that's what all anyone was worried about, not the context of the book itself. So completely missed on my entire generation. So yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. Well, it upsets me because it looks like they're going to use this as a pro-communism nonsense.
I didn't see any of that.
Wow.
I
That's
don't.
funny. That means
I don't do that with movies though.
What do you mean?
I don't take away like the main point that they're intended. I get washed over with everything else. Like,
Yeah, because you're paying attention to things like the cinematography.
maybe, yeah, but
Soundtrack.
I just turn off my mind and I
Okay.
just let it happen.
Well, that looks horrible. I hope it fails terribly. And it's Angel Studios, which I was surprised at.
Yeah, which I'm looking up because
Angel Studios is just like investor. It's out of Provo, Utah. So, but it's more like
they were initially a
independent.
crowdfunding thing, and what I understood about them makes me question of where this movie is, why how
I thought
how they're
same
connected.
thing.
That seems
I thought the
weird
very
to
same
me.
thing. I think Angel Studios is the ones who did Cry or Sound of Freedom, which don't watch if you want to stay in a good mood. The movie's unbelievably hard to watch. All right, moving on. I've got a little game for us to play. It is one of those build your perfect Christmas dinner, whatever evening. Okay. So I've assigned dollar values to a bunch of these things, and you guys have $17 to work with.
Okay.
There are 6 categories, and I've ranked each thing from $1 to $5.
Okay.
I can't see the whole list. Oh,
No, you can't
My
see the
bad.
whole list. Then you would know what's coming up. So here are the categories. You get main course,
Nice.
you get side, drink, dessert, guest, and entertainment.
Okay, cool.
So you have to have enough by the time we get to entertainment to have something.
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah,
Hold
we
on.
start.
Main course, side, drink, entertainment, and guest.
Main course, side, drink, dessert, guest, and entertainment.
And we're going in that order.
We're going to go in that
Okay,
order. Number 1, we have main course. For $1, you can just get a roast chicken. For $2, you get a pork loin. For $3, you have ham. $4, we have turkey. And $5 is a rib roll.
Oh, man.
So on this one, they're all good options.
No.
That will not be the case for everything.
That's tough because ham sucks. Turkey.
And ham is $3.
Turkey's tough to keep moist unless you really know what you're doing.
Imagine these are all like really well
Immaculate.
cooked. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
not immaculate, but well cooked.
These are okay. So this is not you're showing up to family dinner and you don't know who cooked it because the turkey and chicken might be
Say you can
Drier
fine,
than jerky.
Say you cooked it.
okay.
All right. So Austin, which one are you choosing?
I mean, we got to go with the rib roll because
Austin's spending the 5.
nothing else matters.
That's what I was going to do.
Patrick's spending the 5. They're kicking. Remember, you only have $17.
Yes, for
Okay.
sure.
All
I think
right.
there's going to be some stuff I could surrender later.
There
on.
will be some stuff that you can surrender, but where is that coming? You don't know.
Yeah, this is awesome.
The side, we've got for $1
Mashed
bread
potatoes.
and just regular bread, nothing great.
It's the side.
For $2, we have roasted veggies. For $3, we have mashed potatoes. For $4, we have mac and cheese, and $5, you get some stuffing. You don't get any stuffing if you don't choose it.
I'll go roast veggies. I'll go $2.
Patrick's going too.
I mean, I feel like I should get paid $5 to take the stuffing.
Oh, you don't like stuffing?
I hate stuffing.
that's
How
interesting.
that's 5? I don't know.
The stuffing's like ubiquitous with.
Yeah, no, I hate
I guess
stuffing.
really just with turkeys, but all right.
Part of me wants to go mashed potatoes, but they're overpriced at $3, I think.
Okay.
The best value on there is bread. Bread is vastly
but I do
underrated.
say bread, not really good bread, just like sliced.
If
white-
you can heat it up and put some butter and salt and pepper on it, like you're
going one.
I'm going bread.
And you've got some just regular white bread. For drink, we have $1 for water, $2 hot chocolate, $3 soda, $4 eggnog, $5 wine.
Ooh. Man. That's
Water.
rough.
Water, hot chocolate, soda, eggnog, wine.
I want people to have a good time, though. This is wild.
Don't you?
Are we considering other people in this or just ourselves? I'm very selfish. I'm
You're
only
trying
considering
to
me.
make a dinner
Okay.
for everybody.
No one really drinks wine that I hang out with, so I'll just go water.
Patrick, going water.
Because you can also, we have squeeze and water flavors at my
No, you
house.
don't.
Yeah,
You have just water. And I forgot to tell you, it's bathroom tap water.
it's tap water. I grew up on tap water. I'm fine. So
But we still have to pay for the water?
Yes.
it's $1.
This
Come
isn't
on.
Europe. This is
You're
America.
paying
We
for
get
the
free
water.
water. I'll do water. If it's
Oh
if
my
it's
God.
if it's dinner, most people would I yeah. Like
All right.
just water.
Okay. Dessert. $1 shortbread, $2 vanilla ice cream, $3 Christmas cookie, $4 creme brulee, and $5 whatever pie you want. Like whatever pie you can imagine.
I'm going to do the creme brulee.
Okay. Patrick's going 4. I think that's a good use.
Christmas cookie.
Austin's going $3 Christmas cookie.
What is a Christmas cookie? Like a sugar cookie?
With the frosting on it.
Ah.
For guests, okay? This, I threw you a bone here.
Oh, man.
For $1, you have to have a crypto. And I was hoping you guys were out of money at this point, and you're not. For $1, you have to have a crypto influencer. For 2, Kanye West. For 3, you get a very drugged out Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, nice.
For 4, Gordon Ramsay. And for 5, Don Walton.
What an unfair question to him. How much money do I have left? Do you have that total?
Yep. Right now you have
I think I only got like
$12. So you have $5 or $5
left. Sweet. And then what's the category after this one?
Entertainment.
I'm gonna take Aussie because even if the entertainment sucks,
I should have put that at $4, but
that's fine.
This is a bad question, but did he die? He
Yeah.
died, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking he died this year, but I don't really remember.
Yep.
what?
I know. I knew I was gonna get a reaction, but I need confirmation.
What?
All right, Austin, you currently have $10 spent. So
10.
Yeah, let's do some
Yeah, right?
Oh wait, yeah. Sorry,
You
I already
went
wrote down.
5113.
And we get $17 total.
You get $17 total.
Okay. Well, I think it'd be wrong of me not to bring back my dead grandpa
I
for
would
$5.
agree, so you can talk to him.
I think
more.
we both have to finish with the $2 thing, right?
You both have $10.
Wait, if we choose, right? I have $2 left.
Yep, you
right?
both have $2 left. You
Okay.
could choose the $1 option.
No, for sure. Let's hear it.
All right, so this is entertainment.
Yes.
We'll go opposite since you guys.
$1 John Tremblay.
You'll find out what you missed. Number 5 is you were at an NFL game.
So that's for $5.
$5.
That's the $5.
Okay,
Oh,
so you're
man.
telling us what we missed out on. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 4, you get an awesome Santa Claus impersonator.
Okay.
Number 3, gingerbread house making. So everybody has to make a
I'm
gingerbread house.
so glad that didn't happen.
Number 2, the kids put on a play. And number 1, you have to talk about politics.
Oh,
So you guys get your
man.
choice between the kids putting on a play.
Could have had an NFL game for only
You could have
$4
been,
more.
No, been at an NFL.
Sure,
game.
yeah.
Like you get a box.
Oh, just one on TV would do it, you know?
Sure, that okay. You could have that.
I think you vastly underestimate how entertaining the kids putting on a play will be. I'll gladly take that one.
Okay, it's going on for a while.
I'm going politics.
Okay.
I'm not watching that.
All right, I would be with you, Patrick. I'll take politics over the play any day.
Yeah, because
So-
I can get fired up. Yeah.
You guys did a good job.
Like, quick story. We
Yeah,
had a Christmas thing, I don't know, at school and church this week for the preschoolers. And so the preschoolers are singing songs. It's kind of impressive how much they can memorize. But at the same time, they can only memorize so much. So a couple songs, great. They're doing "Go Tell It on the Mountain." If you know, do you know "Go Tell It on the Mountain"?
Tell it.
They're singing the chorus and the first verse, and it's like great. They're into it. And the second verse, they're kind of mumbling. Third verse, ain't nobody singing except the teacher. Until they get to the last chorus, and then all of a sudden there's
Belt
this
it.
"Go tell it all." And so when little kids put on stuff like that, there's always little bits of
Yeah.
gold that are just
But this
they're
is
worth
just
it.
something that they came up with like 2 minutes in the back room. This is not a well organized play.
It'll still be good.
Okay. All right, moving on. Meat matters. We've got high beef prices. If you want to help, stop trying to help. This is from Drover's Magazine. And beef prices have become, unfortunately, the federal poster child. Sorry, something popped up. For high food prices and concerns about consumer affordability. Much political attention is focused on high beef prices as part of broader inflationary concerns among numerous food items, resulting from tariffs and other macroeconomic factors. Ironically, beef prices are only coincidentally contributing to inflation concerns in that beef prices are high because of internal beef market fundamentals rather than systemic inflation factors. Strong beef supply and demand fundamentals mean that beef prices would be high even if there was no inflation, right? So what he's saying here is basically what we're seeing in the beef market is completely separate from what we're seeing in the rest of the food industry. So your beef would have been high even if your eggs were still $1.19 each. It's just the way it's been going. Talks about heifer retention in this as well. Where is the part I wanted to read? Under the best circumstances. Okay. Here it is. Under the best circumstances, it will take 2 to 4 years for enough herd rebuilding to significantly increase domestic beef production. Cattle producers already nervous and trying to deal with debilitating cattle market volatility and uncertainty are further spooked every time politicians talk about imports, packer investigations, or any other market meddling that comes to mind. Such political talk further delays producer plans and actions to respond to market signals and start the process of herd rebuilding. Markets are remarkably efficient at fixing economic problems when they're allowed to work.
Yeah. Oh, the uncertainty just drives further chaos.
So have you ever heard how long it takes from the time an oil company will start a project until they reasonably expect to pump the first barrel of oil?
It takes a while.
Yeah, it's
I don't know
10
exactly
to 15 years is what they average. Like if we said, say they opened up Anwar, right? The region in, say they opened it up and Exxon or somebody invested $5 billion in going up there. They wouldn't even expect to see their first barrel maybe not even until 2040. But they'd still do it because they're speculating that at that point, it'll start making their money back. When we start throwing monkey wrenches into that, like all of these, I'm going to pick on Biden here, but whatever, any of them, all of the restrictions he put in on the oil and gas, they didn't hurt them immediately. What it did was like, okay, well, we're not investing any more money. Like we're going to lose it. We're never going to make it back. So it's almost like a futures market, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, well, it affects both because it's a long-term supply, either boost or suppression because it is a speculative market with a short-term price like up and down. It's both. It's just craziness.
Yeah, when oil was $180 a barrel, whatever it was 7 years ago, it wasn't because they weren't pumping enough oil. It was because of all of these things coming up that were going to make it impossible for them to continue expanding.
Yeah.
So good reminder that sometimes it's best for the government just to get out of the way.
The last quote you read though, that's what caught my eye the most. Is under the best of circumstances, it will take 2 to 4 years for enough herd rebuilding. ... And that's where I feel like every time we read these stories, like at first it was like, oh, it's going to take 12 to 18 months. And then it's like, well, maybe 2 years. We're now getting 2 to 4 years and this is just getting drug out. But I think it goes back to all the uncertainty and people aren't willing to commit to doing something until they have some certainty. So everybody's just like stuck. We're not doing anything, which isn't necessarily bad. We're just not fixing it. But it's
not good.
Yeah.
I'm spending way too much of my paycheck on food.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
With kids, it's got to be insane.
With food prices, everything else. I mean, it's been a crazy couple years with where inflation's gone and what's happened with food prices. Like I've had a lot of things where I just you can't do anything but just deal with it.
Yep.
I don't know. Don't need to get into it all, but it makes you make hard choices but I ultimately fall on the side of I'm going to spend my money on food rather than other things because I care more about my long-term health than my nutrition. Like, I'm going to continue to eat meat even if the prices go up because I'm not going to go eat, I don't know, carbs and sugar and sacrifice the long term for the short term. Still enjoy some of the carbs and sugar,
sure.
But at the same time, like meat would have to get to like $40 a pound for a steak for me to like ultimately say,
No.
I'm not eating meat at
Yeah.
all. I'm still going to eat meat when prices go up. I'm just going to be a little more careful about how and when I'm buying, but I'm still going to do it all.
Sure. When you say Jenny and the kids, forget them. They don't get any meat. Just you.
Oh, they still get meat.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know. I usually drive the meat buying. Jenny knows enough. She'll go do it at times, but like if it's the weekend, it's like, oh, hey, let's go to Sam's, let's go to Costco, and let's see what we have, what we can find for this, that. I don't know. I'm just out and I just buy extra
Grab it
meat
then.
because I'm like, oh, that's a good deal. We're gonna make sure we stock up on it.
Never happens though. All right. Second article is Mexico opens trade investigations into some U.S. pork imports. This is the exact same thing happened. It's called dumping. It's the exact same thing that happened with Europe and China. We talked about this, I don't know, 6 months to a year ago. Mexico has opened anti-dumping and anti-subsidy probe into U.S. pork leg and shoulder imports after domestic producers alleged unfair pricing and government support, the government said on Monday. The investigation will examine 2024 imports and their impact on Mexico's pork industry from 2022 to 2024. Mexico's economy ministry said the publication of Mexico's government bulletin. The probes, opened after petitions from 5 Mexican pork companies, covers U.S. origin pork even if shipped via third countries and could lead to duties despite current tariff exemptions. The companies argue that the imports from the U.S. rose steadily in recent years and that imports were sold at unfairly low prices and or supported by subsidies, the economy minister said. So it's the same thing that China was doing to Spain. Basically what they were doing is trying to damage Spain's economy by selling an important item at well below market price so that nobody would use that country's pork industry or their industry and instead just import this stuff. Then once those go out of business, they either come in and buy them or they just keep importing it.
If people were upset with Spain, can we start a conspiracy that the African swine fever going through Spain right now was brought on with malicious intent?
Yeah, Chinese people running around just sticking pigs with darts with African swine fever on.
Yeah, I don't know what the price difference normally is, but I happened to be at a store this last weekend that was selling like Iberican pork dried sausage, and I was like, ooh, I should get some, and then I saw the price and I'm like, let's not get some. I'm like, is it always that high? I don't know.
It's crazy,
but it's high right now.
Yeah. At some point I will buy one of those with the stand, like the whole leg. You've seen them?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. At some point I'll do that. It'll be after I buy a new house as like a celebratory, like, you know, this is done type thing.
I need to keep an eye because I last saw those at Costco.
Was it like $400?
No.
Was it less?
Yeah.
Really?
And I feel like I need to keep, because this would be the time of year to keep an eye out for something like that. I think I need to look because I would love to do that, but I don't want to pay $400 for it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess things at Costco can be expensive, but usually not. Usually you look at something like that and you're like, well, that's reasonable.
I mean, I had I don't know if it's too much information or not, but I had a $200 bottle of whiskey that I drank the night my divorce was finalized. A $400 awesome Iberica for when my house sells. Like, that doesn't seem too much more excessive.
I think the reward the reward fits the situation.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially since it's been forever. All right. Anything else we want to talk about in regards to that? All right. We're going to hop on to Wild Card. One of them's a video, one of them's not. It turns out, you know, Mumbai in India, the city, Mumbai.
Yeah.
So I think it's one of the most densely populated places on earth. They have leopards living in skyrises.
What? Like,
yes, leopards do live in Mumbai, specifically the Sanjay Gandha National Park and Airy Milk Colony. A recent survey has confirmed that there are at least 54 leopards living in Mumbai. In the city. They live up in like maybe not sky rises, but like multi-story buildings and people just know they're there.
It's just like a squatter situation. They they took possession of an apartment and everyone's like, well, I'm not kicking them out.
I'm not going anywhere near that thing. And they hunt through alleyways. I'm assuming they're getting cats and dogs and stuff. Now, it does have like a Central Park area that runs kind of through the entire thing. So I imagine there are deer and some other things for them to eat in there. But leopards are one of like Forrest Gallant. He's this super famous wildlife biologist, and he says the 4 animals that like actually hunt humans are polar bears, crocodiles, something else which I can't remember, and leopards. Maybe it's tigers. Yeah, tigers and leopards. Like leopards legitimately hunt humans. They like the taste of us for whatever reason, and they're just not killing these things because they're the main one I read was, well, what are we gonna do? Kill everyone we come in contact with? It's like, yes, they're trying to eat you. So maybe if you have so many people around, you're like, leopard got one of them.
I don't know. There's got to be more to the story. Like, I don't know. I look at that and like, if I lived in a city where there was that many, you're going to know enough other dude. You and I are going to get together and go, dude, let's go hunt these things. Let's take them out. Are there not enough guys that are just like, let's go. This will be fun. I don't know
India's firearm situation either.
I guess
I'm not going after it with an arrow.
But if you had, I don't know. Because if you go after him, like, you're going to kill him.
Yeah.
But you go into it knowing, like, a couple of us are going to get severely maimed.
We're going to get got. They also say hunting a leopard, the most dangerous part is after you've shot it. Because the leopard is one of the only animals that will, like, it'll basically get shot, circle back, and wait. Because it knows you're coming. And it'll just try and take you out with its last breath.
You need to treat it like zombie hunting. Then you need to go big sword and decapitation. That's the only
Basically,
way.
Leopards are my favorite animal now. I just love this idea. All right, we've got a video of a bison tosses a woman out of her pants. So we're in Yellowstone here. We've got a bunch of people on motorcycles, and this lady gets off and decides to go. No. Numerous of them decide to go take pictures. She gets too close. There are calves right there. People are yelling her, what are you doing? Get back on your bike. And she just not listening. And then it says, oh my God, it got her, but you can't see until here. It's got her by the horns and it is just flinging her around.
Yeah.
Like she is getting hit off the pavement, off the ground, off the pavement.
Pants on.
Yep. And it's got her. God. She got too close. Yeah. You think?
Buffalo out there with one jeans hanging from their antler.
Well, I mean, it's not really an antler, but yeah, she got messed up. Yeah, you see the pants on the antler?
I feel so bad, but on the other hand, I also look at it and I'm like, people make decisions and they put themselves in those situations.
100%.
Come on.
100. So this is the lady that shot the video, not the lady who did it. I struggle to feel bad for that. Like, part of me understands because there was one video once where we saw this super fat black bear run along a kind of a crowded beach. And I was like, oh my God, I'd want to go hug that so badly. But at the same time, like I wouldn't actually do that. I'd be like, no, it's a wild animal. It's dangerous. You need to stay away from it.
Yeah. I mean, especially when you're on motorcycles, like you already don't have like
much protection at all.
Any protection anyways. But oh my gosh. Dude got flipped in the air 10 foot.
I can't wait to see this. It's a little girl.
Oh my gosh. That is insane.
A buffalo like fling. Yep. What was that guy thinking he was going to do? This bison comes running up a hill after these people and the adults go one way, this child goes the other way, and the bison goes right after the child.
Looked like just like a kid threw their rag doll in the air. I mean, she's flipping.
That was insane.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, that girl, the poor girl, she is probably gonna have so many bad nightmares over that.
You're gonna spend some time in therapy working through this one.
She's only gonna have small dogs the rest of her life.
Yeah.
All right. What are you doing for Christmas this year? Do you go over to Brett's every year, or are you going to your wife's family this year?
We are this weekend, I think, going to my wife's family,
Okay.
and then maybe doing something again with them on Christmas Eve. I'm not sure exactly what we're doing. We're still. I would love to make plans like 3 months ahead of time, but
Yeah.
none of us operate that
Gotta
way around the
keep it.
holidays.
Yep.
So we're still working those details out. I know biggest thing I know is on Christmas, we'll just spend time at home. And then at some point we'll probably go do something
With the rest of the family.
with other family, like afternoon time. But I don't know.
But you're at the point, I mean, you have 3 kids. So now it's your family.
Yeah.
And then go out.
Yeah. By the time we begrudgingly get out of bed because we're tired and we go make breakfast and open presents and clean up, I mean, it'll be noon before we even are considering like where else do we need to be for the day. So when we had just like one kid, like you can do all of it in like an hour and you're moving on.
Yep.
With 3 of them, it'll be noon.
Yep.
So that's the bulk of it. But we'll go over to Brett's at some point, go with Jenny's family, and we'll still make sure we hit everybody. We did like the Walton's extended family this last weekend.
Okay.
Which is like my grandpa's generation and their kids, everybody gets together on like bigger sets. It's more like family reunion-ish type of deal. And that was entertaining. Somebody either knows somebody who dresses up as Santa Claus or paid somebody to dress up as Santa Claus. All of a sudden, Santa Claus shows up with Mrs. Claus and just creates
Kids
fun.
went absolutely nuts.
There wasn't a ton of kids. My kids were mainly the kids there.
Oh, okay.
Because now all the kids are adults and all the adults are now grandparents and older. And but my kids were having fun with it all. And then all of a sudden things changed and Gemma was like, I'm not going over there. We were going over to get a picture and she's like
Scared
screaming, I'm not doing it now. But
it happens sometimes.
Christmas time's fun, but you just never know what it's going to bring.
I don't know that I ever went to a place where I sat on a Santa Claus's lap.
Really?
Like I never did it at a mall. I did it when I was like in high school as a joke gift for my mom. Like that was one of the, but I don't think there's any pictures of me sitting on a Santa's lap.
Yeah. Anymore, like Cabela's does it. We haven't gone to Cabela's yet for it. I'm positive we will here, but big draw for Cabela's.
Sure.
They have Santa Claus in there for a long time through the holiday season. It brings in a lot of people. A lot of people just like, yeah, I want to go sit on Santa's lap. Or the parents are like, I want you to sit.
Right. Yeah, I want that picture.
But I don't know. Have you planned what you're eating for Christmas?
No, not yet. So Christmas Eve, we'll go over to my girlfriend's house. And then on Christmas Day, her 2 brothers are coming down. They both played golf in college. So we're going back to my house and the simulator set up. Yeah. And we're going to play 18 with the 4 of us. I'm really interested to see what happens because I want to try introducing Brutus to them.
Yeah.
And so Flip came over and Flip is allowed in my house. Like Brutus has 0 problems with him. He just loves him. And he loved him from the first time he met him. Like he started wagging his tail. Him and Colton Cook are the only 2 people he's ever met and immediately was like, yes, this person, good. So anyways, Flip came a couple weeks ago and his brother was with him. And he's like, here, I want to show you this dog. So I was like, hey, if anything happens in there, it's not on me. Like just if he gets bit. And Flip's like, whatever. They go in and Brutus sees Flip and starts wagging his tail and then notices there's someone behind Flip and immediately goes,
That's amazing.
And Flip's like, you know what? It was okay until it wasn't okay. And then it wasn't okay. And he's like, and I've always thought you were kind of just talking crap about how aggressive your dog is. It's like until that moment when I saw his attitude just flip from happy to...
Was it that moment he realized he made a mistake?
He made a huge mistake. Patrick, what do you do?
We go to my mom's house for Christmas Eve and whatever I'm told to do on Christmas Day.
Just whatever you're told.
Yeah, no, I wake up. We'll do stuff at the house and then just kind of, I think, see where the day takes us.
Right, you might end up going to her.
Exactly. Yeah, it depends on who's got what
who's
going on.
Yep.
But yeah, nothing too hard and fast as far as traditions or what we have to actually do. But yeah, so
is there a gift that you're excited to give Amari this year?
God, I don't know. He's getting so much cool stuff. But no, there's nothing that stands out above and beyond. I want to get him his own drum set, but I don't think he's there yet.
Yeah,
so we'll kind of but it'll be just more for like, now we get to go practice downstairs. Come on, come hang out. So,
what about you? Is there anything you can't wait to give your kids? Because this comes out after Christmas. You're not ruining anything if they happen to see it.
Probably we bought like a mini trampoline. We were debating like if we should get like a big trampoline, and we were like, nah. We just got like a little 4-foot one.
Okay.
So small, and I think the kids are gonna lose themselves over it, and it'll be great. And if it is, then probably for next year or something, maybe buy a bigger one for outside. I think the kids are gonna go absolutely nuts over that. Cool. And then I'm gonna end up with Dr. Bills because
emergency room trips on Christmas
somebody's gonna get hurt.
It's a tradition.
Yeah.
It happens every year.
Yeah. But that's probably I think could be the best reaction out of everything, but we'll see.
Cool.
Are either of you guys like Christmas Day moviegoers?
No,
absolutely not.
Never.
I'm waiting. No, I'm waiting to meet somebody that is, because I feel like that's like, if you drive by, like the movie theater always seems to have a ton of people, and I'm like, who goes to the movies?
Don't we know? Don't we know who goes to the movies on Christmas?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
We went once, and it was years ago, because we finished Christmas super early at my brother's house, and we were kind of all looking at each other. All my brothers were over there, were like, well, what do we do now? And someone looked up, they go, Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story is playing at the Warren. So we all went there and watched that and had a great time. So
I heard the remake of Silent Night is doing terribly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Silent Night, Deadly Night?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
well,
bad news for you. I'm sorry.
Rough. Hey, what are you going to do?
All right. Well, Merry Christmas to everybody. Hope you had a good one. Hope you got to spend time with families. Have good meals. And what else? Remember the birth of Jesus Christ.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Thanks for checking out the Meatgistics podcast. To shop everything but the meat, head on over to waltons.com. To get your meat processing questions answered by experts and enthusiasts alike, head on over to our online community at meatgistics.com. Waltons, everything but the meat.